Basically what you see in front of you is an example of a new IBM data center solution, part of the IBM data center family, as we call it. It's a new approach to modular, energy-efficient data centers. This particular member of the family is called the Portable Modular Data Center, or we call PMDC for short. Basically, it's taking an entire data center and building it into shipping containers. It conforms to the ISO standards, so it can be shipped by truck, railroad car, cargo ship, and in some cases by plane. And we maintain that ISO standard on the outside so we can ensure that we can ship it anywhere in the world very easily. Now, some people will ask, why do you want to build it in shipping containers? And there's a few reasons. One is you can install these anywhere in the world because we have a special insulation material that all of the containers are lined with, which means we can install them in any environment, hot, cold, wet, dry, doesn't matter what the environment is, we can install these containers. They can also be portable if you want to move them around to different locations for disaster recovery purposes, or say you're a movie studio who needs to move it as you're shooting movies in different locations, sporting events, military applications, even oil and gas exploration. You can move your data center along with you.
So
very easy.
Versatile.
Very versatile. Also for temporary applications. If you're building a new data center, it might take 2 to 3 years to build, you can use these solutions temporarily to extend your raised floor space. So what you see here in this example is a 20-foot container, 20 feet long, 8 feet high. We also provide the solutions in 40-foot lengths, so twice this size, and also 53-foot lengths. So we can actually increase the size of this quite a bit to fit more IT equipment if that's what the client's needs are. One thing you'll notice when you come inside is that all of the walls, as well as the ceiling and floor, are insulated and sealed. So we're not worried about outside temperatures, outside weather conditions, because all of this insulation protects us from temperature swings, humidity issues, or anything of that sort. It's also fire protective. It offers 120 minutes of passive fire protection, as well as protection from radio frequency interference and electromagnetic interference. So it's a very, very good insulation material, and you see the entire container is sealed with it. In fact, if you see the door, I don't know if you'll be able to see, you can see how solid the door is with that insulation material. In fact, this door it's a special door that we put inside the container. We don't use the large end double doors. And you'll notice each door is triple sealed. We have 3 different types of gaskets, and it's triple sealed, so that protects against any water penetration, smoke, fire, humidity. So it's a very tight seal. We also, on all the doors, put a crash bar. So if you need quick exit, you can easily get out very quickly. You don't have to worry about those large, heavy end doors and trying to get those open, because once you're inside, you can't close those. These doors you can close and lock when you're inside, so you're maintaining your physical security as well as maintaining the environment, the temperature and humidity levels inside, which is very important to IT equipment. On larger containers, we would put multiple doors, so you have multiple exit points for safety. As well as access. When you're coming into the portable modular data center, what we do is typically right outside the door we have an access control system, which could be a fingerprint scanner, or a magnetic card reader, or a numeric keypad. Right here we just put an example of a fingerprint scanner on the inside, only because this unit is now touring throughout Europe, so we put it on the inside just so we don't break it off, as we're out there. But this you would typically scan your fingerprint to get access to the door. Once the door is open, then you get inside. We have closed-circuit television cameras which see who's coming in the container, so you can monitor that from any point around the world through the internet. Not only do you monitor people who might be coming in, this will also monitor temperature levels, humidity levels, leak detection, and so on. So you can monitor this unit from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be here to see what's going on. Another very unique feature of the portable modular data center is you'll see a row of racks here as an example. Each of these racks is built on a rail system, and that rail system allows the racks to move forward and backward, so you can actually access and maintain all of your IT equipment, not only from the front, but also from the back. And I'll show you an example of sliding one of the racks out, how easy it'll slide, how smooth the operation is, and how it moves all the way out to give you complete access behind the rack. So you can see the amount of space you have in front of the racks, so you can do any type of access to your equipment. You can gain access to all of your IT equipment or cabling systems. But then if you go around the back, I'll show you how easily this will slide out. If you want to step forward, this way you don't get cut off. So you can slide these racks out. and you'll see how much space you have behind these racks now to be able to access equipment, cables, what have you. So it's much easier. Now, what we can do is the doors could be closed and locked, and we can be in a nice secure environment, maintaining this internal temperature and humidity, but still being able to access all of our IT equipment from both sides and be able to get to cables, servers, whatever you might need to access. And the other feature is that we base this on open IT architecture, meaning that you can install any IT equipment in here. It doesn't have to be IBM. We can support HP, Dell, Sun. It doesn't matter. If it fits in a 19-inch rack, we can support it. In fact, we can do non-rack mounted equipment also. An example would be, in this corner we have a chiller unit that we show for an example to provide chilled water to the cooling systems, but you can see how it's not a rack mounted piece of equipment and it still fits in here nicely. Now typically we would put this in a separate infrastructure container where we'd have a chiller, large UPS systems, batteries, but here it's more of a compact solution just to show some of the technologies and what's possible.
And also some of the equipment here is not IBM manufactured.
Correct.
Could you tell us a bit about the partners you have on this product?
Yes, absolutely. It's a very good point because as you know, IBM does not manufacture chillers. We don't manufacture UPS systems. But what we do is we have relationships with the global, the leading suppliers of those pieces of equipment. So you see many examples around here from APC units to Eaton, Stulz, and many others, Vet Corporation, and so on. So what we do is we find the best suppliers of equipment around the world and we bring them together into a totally integrated solution. So what we do is we use our design expertise along with all of our partners' equipment, the knowledge we have of designing and building data centers and our IT equipment, and we bring it all together into a total solution package. So what the client is getting is the best of everything that's being offered.